Ours is World War III.
And I'm the star of the show, America.
Tonight our show will hopefully entertain you into loving America more than you did before.
I sure hope so.
On to the first sketch.
Does anyone remember April 7th, 1994 to July 15th of the same year? Because those were the worst 4 months of my life.
Wow, what happened?
Don't act like you don't know. Well, it all started like this. For at least a year, many of the Hutu population had planned on murdering the Tutsi people. On April 6th, the current president at the time had been assassinated, which is what all started the ongoing massacre the following day.
That sounds pretty bad.
Oh yeah, it was so bad that 800,000 people died.
This is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, and the worst part is, no one ever even tried to help.
That is so rude. I can't believe the audacity of countries today.
The way I remember it, you were the main one who ignored us.
I think you're mistaken.
Yeah, no, I'm not. In fact, later you released a statement explaining you had no idea of the horrors occurring in Rwanda at the time, which is why you couldn't help us. Coincidentally, right after you pulled out the peacekeepers, which was our only source of help.
Wasn't this awkward? How about we wrap this up and continue on to our Q&A with America?
I like the sound of that.
Go ahead and run away like the coward you are. Maybe when World War III hits, you'll hide until everyone else is dead and claim victory, just like you did with...
So America, many viewers are wondering, why do you not get involved in a lot of terroristic problems such as the genocide in Rwanda?
Well, as we all know, terrorism is a very large threat that everyone has to fear. Just take a look at 9/11, which took the lives of up to at least 2,000 people. We believe that if we just willingly keep putting all these American lives on the line, then we would ultimately lose the ever ongoing fight because there would be no one left. We can't keep wasting our own lives for others.
Someone asked about allies and why would you not fight to help other countries for the better?
Well, that's a completely different story. We're always striving to strengthen the bond between us and our fellow allies. After all, it's strategic to have them. That is why we're continuing to help our struggling friends in the Middle East.
Another viewer asked, what's the difference between Rwanda and some places like Iraq?
Well, we've had a partnership with the Middle East for quite some time now. And because of this, we are always informed about what takes place there. As for Rwanda, we have absolutely no clue about them, so it is impossible for us to send our troops into a battle we have no relation with and no knowledge of.
Well, everyone, that's all the time we have for this lovely country right here and all the Rwanda stuff. And we're gonna cut to commercial until the next sketch. Mwah!
This program is brought to you by Paraphones.
Are you tired of your Apple devices? And are you tired of Apple in general?
Yes, I am.
Then do we have the product for you? Introducing the new Paraphone, 100% better than the Apple.
Oh, it even has 7 different cameras.
Call this number now to get your own for $49.95 plus tax.
Wow, welcome to Somalia. We're doing just fine here.
Doesn't seem like it. Maybe I should send some food over and help?
You could try, but the people of Somalia wouldn't be getting any of it.
Wait, what?
What, you thought they would get it? No, they're getting large milk.
This seems to be getting out of hand.
You hear that? She literally just said you will be doing Christianity stuff.
What? No!
They wanted a war, they'll get war with this gun.
You are killing our men and holding them hostage.
It was only 5 days, man.
We brought out our people. This is over.
Good, and never come back. May that be a lesson.
I'm Yaz, our next special guest. Please welcome Africa.
Thanks for having me, Rod the Roll Third.
So let's cut to the chase. In certain parts of Africa, who was mentioned the most?
Well, there's many people that are mentioned. For instance, in Somalia, Osama bin Laden was the founder of the militant organization of Al-Qaeda. Muhammad Aidid was a Somali military commander and political leader. In Rwanda, Paul Rusesabagina and Romeo Dallaire were both involved in the Rwandan genocide that left over 800,000 people dead. In Sudan and South Sudan, Salva Kiir and Omar al-Bashir were both politicians, leaving Omar as the Sudan president and Salva as the South Sudan president. In Ghana and Kenya, Kwame Nkrumah was the Prime Minister and President of Ghana, leaving Jomo Kenyatta as a Kenyan politician who also served as Prime Minister.
That's great stuff to hear, buddy. Was there anyone outside of Africa who had the relations with you?
As a matter of fact, there is. In Iraq, Saddam Hussein was the president until 2003 and was a leading member of the Arab Socialist Party. In Syria, Bashar al-Assad was also a politician who became president of Syria until the 2000s. He is also the commander-in-chief of the Syrian Armed Forces and secretary of the Socialist Party.
I've learned some names of people that I've never even heard of. One more question. How are they in any way to touch base on topic?
Yes, there are. An apartheid is a policy of system of segregation or discrimination or of grounds of race. Genocide is the deliberate killing of a large group of people, especially those in a particular ethnic group. Cultural diffusion is the spread of cultural beliefs and social activities from one group of people to another. Extremism is the holding of extreme political or religious views. There's also certain groups that have been getting a lot of attention. For example, ISIS is a group that rules by the Salafi law. Another group is the Taliban that held power in Afghanistan during the late 1900s. Al-Qaeda is the last group that is a militant organization founded by Osama bin Laden. An event called the Arab Spring were anti-government protest rebellions that spread across the Islamic world. The Sunni is the larger two branches of Islam, which differs from Shia in its understanding of the Sunni. Enough of my small talk. I think it's time for me to bounce.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. This commercial is brought to you by Pepis.
Wow, I could sure use a glass of refreshing water.
Water? Excuse me. That is so lame. Here, have some of my Bepis. That's what you need.
Actually, I'm like severely dehydrated, and my doctor told me I needed to
Who
drink.
gives a-
Hello, and welcome back, everyone. And I am Christy. Today we are interviewing our final guest tonight, and their name is the Middle East. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you, host.
So, East, tell us about your problems.
Has anyone heard of the Arab Spring?
No.
Well, the Arab Spring was basically a civil uprising caused by police corruption in general in the Middle East, whatever. The mistreatment of the people.
Wow, sounds pretty bad, man. Do continue.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Everyone was revolting in Egypt. They overthrew the ruler, Hassani Mubarak. He wasn't a very good leader. And besides that, many Arab regiments were taken down, demolished. But through all this war and violence, and America aided that violence, and you know who supported them? You know who supported those people? America.
We didn't get involved.
You staged coups in Egypt and Syria.
You have no proof of this.
Besides that, when the dust was settling, you barely sent any aid to us. You only sent $2.2 billion in aid during World War II when the Germans had to rebuild themselves. Never had to rebuild themselves. You sent $168 billion in today's money. You sent us nothing. We got squat.
Is that true?
It is.
It's big of you to complain even though your people killed thousands on 9/11 and we had to step in to get rid of them.
Middle Easterners out of anger. I don't like you guys. You're so mean to me. I don't like to hate you. I'm going to tell my mommy.
Well, that was a bit much out of you two.
Sorry about that. The Middle East can get a bit rowdy.
How come?
Well, the Middle East thinks that ever since the Cold War, we made all their problems worse, which isn't the case at all. But Middle East doesn't fully hate me.
Why would they do such a thing?
They are an extremist group. They see us as the main reason the Middle East has the problems they do today, which isn't true. But we hadn't really interfered much until the 9/11 attacks. From there, we became more and more involved. We waged war on their terrorist group for a long time. We killed Al-Qaeda's leader and went on and helped to stop the others.
My, sounds a bit rough.
It really was. We spent over $2.2 billion on the war. Seems to be a theme of us spending that much over there.
Can you tell me why you strayed away from involvement in the Middle East during the Arab Spring? You never really touched upon it.
The reasons we didn't get involved was because we didn't want to have to deal with all their problems. In Egypt, we tried to help make a democracy, but because we only put a little effort in supporting them, they became more corrupt. Meanwhile, in the rest of the Middle East, there was a power vacuum which led to more disarray. We didn't help them, and we did it because we didn't want to speed that much effort. But it showed us that we have put 100% more effort into them.
My, that is a bit conflicting, isn't it? You didn't want to help because you were involved too much, and it was... There's a typo. And it was this that happened. Very sad, honestly.
Very. Even though we went into the area of the Middle East and waged war on terror, we didn't do too much. If we would have put in more effort and had more control over the area, we would have probably had better control over everything. So really, we should stay over there and make sure that the countries aren't destroying each other, because that's what they do. The main problem is Saudi Arabia and Iran. They hate each other, and the U.S.'s smaller nation to fight wars and cause tensions, making it more unstable.
Interesting. Anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Nothing besides the fact that we should choose the way we monitor countries more now. We are ready to roll out a democracy there whenever the opportunity arises, and when that opportunity does come, we will take it and help that country become great.
Very nice, America. Anyway, folks, that's all the time we have here tonight for the show, so we will see you next week when we interview insane celebrities and how they affect the world's youth. Celebrities, spelled C-E-L-B-E-R-T-Y-S.